Hey everybody, I am here once again because I have some great friends on the internet and in life who support my hobby, as you can see. So many different VHS tapes all over the place. And I recently just received a Christmas gift from my buddy Mickey Yarber, who heads up the Retro Network. So go to the retronetwork.com. They always provide the coolest retro and nostalgic content. I have a couple of podcasts there myself. Wizards, the podcast guide to comics, if you're into 90s comics. And also Sequel Quest, where we come up with sequels, prequels, and reboots to your favorite movie franchises, many of them on VHS in my collection. But he sent me a box, actually 2 boxes, and when I lifted them, the heft of them was very familiar. The sound of what was jostling inside, it was unmistakable. So I thought that I would share with you, my first time unboxing this gift, and we will see what is hiding inside, okay? So let's take a look here, and let's see the majesty that Mickey has provided. I mean, I'm pretty excited here, okay. Wow. Okay, already, just to begin with, I'm seeing how packed this first box is, all right? So let's go back to the 90s. Let's get fit with Billy Blanks, because we're going to do some Tybo, baby. That's right. Wow. Okay. I've actually always wanted to see a Tybo video, and honestly, after the holidays, after quarantine, I'm sure I could use the exercise. All right. But another guy who might just be trying to fill me with his chicken. Yep, we got Kenny Rogers in 6-pack. Ooh, look out here, man. I actually have a copy of this on a home-recorded VHS tape, and now I got the official copy, so that's great. Don't have that. All right, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, a fantastic sequel. Honey, I Shrunk the Kid's first movie I actually ever saw in a theatrical setting, but it was actually a drive-in movie. I remember going there. My sister and her boyfriend at the time, later husband, took me. So this was what I saw in theaters, though, for sure. It's got a really interesting label here. This looks like a former rental, but it's got like a rating system here. So that's cool. Wow, where to go next? Okay, what we were getting into here, this is special to me. Okay, Private Benjamin. I remember going to the video store as a kid, and I was convinced that this was like a serious drama. Okay, like this look at her face. Goldie Hawn looks so depressed. And then I find out it's like a funny, Troop Beverly Hills, but in the army type thing. You're out of your element. So I'm looking forward to watching that, because I've actually never seen it. Oh, but guys, how about this? That theme song, man. Fame! I'm gonna live forever. I only ever saw the TV show in reruns as a kid. Had no idea that it was based on a movie. So again, this is going back to a time when, man, I want to know what it's like at that performing arts high school. Tell you what, all the drama. Oh, Eddie Murphy, Beverly Hills Cop 2. He's coming back, guys. Can you believe it? We got Coming to America 2. Beverly Hills Cop 4, eventually. Someday. All right, let's keep looking here. Okay, so who do we have here? This is the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas with Burt Reynolds and Dolly Parton. What a pairing. I got to tell you, though, this is one of those things where I remember going on the Universal Studios Hollywood backlot tour, and they would always show this set that was from this movie, and I had never seen it, and I was like, well, I like Dolly Parton, but I know her from Straight Talk. Most people don't think about Dolly Parton and Straight Talk, but I do. So again, gonna fill a hole there. Thanks, Mick. All right, this is cool. Escape to Witch Mountain. Okay, so no, The Rock is not in this one. Sorry, everybody who's a big fan of The Rock. But yeah, so this is very cool here. I'm enjoying this trip back in time. Now, what we have here, these have been kind of general interest films. Like, how about this one? Touring the National Parks. Ooh. Now, this is actually something my wife is going to enjoy watching. Not so much for me, but thanks, Mick, for supplying entertainment for the whole family. Now, we're getting into Disney stuff here. Goofy. Keep it on the down low. I was really good friends with Goofy at Disneyland, and he used to let me wear his costume and roam around the park and sign autographs for him. Do you get what I'm saying there? Love me some classic Goofy cartoons, man. So this is going to be good. Now, here we go. This is big. It's Christmas time. Jiminy Cricket's Christmas? I honestly, I've never heard of this. I don't know what this is. I have Mickey's Christmas Carol. I have a lot of those ones, but this is going to be a nice adventure here. This special, I'm assuming, that throws around a lot of classic Disney cartoons. Oh, look at this. A Walt Disney Christmas. I love this creepy Santa design here, if you guys can see that. This guy is like, his cheeks are way too rosy. His nose is way too much like a cherry. Very huge laugh. Plus, I see we have probably some Huey, Dewey, and Louie versus Donald, the snowball fight, all those things. Ooh, okay, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, baby. Now, that is a classic one here. I'm curious to know, I think this is the one that Riff tracks in their live special, which is a rewatch for me every year. They covered that one. It's pretty funny. Hey, the classic, Frosty the Snowman. This is another one where I have like 3/4 of it recorded on a tape that I put in the VCR in childhood. And so to have a full version, that is always good. Oh, and the Little Drummer Boy, Rankin Bass classic. I feel like, does anybody hold this up as their favorite, though? There's so many more to choose from. Maybe even Leprechaun's Gold over this one. You tell me. All right. Oh, cool. Now this, I don't know what's going on here. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, but look, narrated by Walter Matthau? Huh? What is Walter Matthau doing this? I mean, what happened to Boris Karloff? This is a mystery I'm looking forward to solving. What? That blows my mind. Okay. Ooh, Charles Dickens classic, A Christmas Carol. So many animated versions of this. I also have a Taco Bell version from the 80s that you could buy from Taco Bell. I want to see how this stacks up to that one. Maybe it's the same one. You know, they repackage stuff all the time. Oh, more Rankin Bass. Santa Claus is coming to town. Man, this whole collection. I recently saw a trailer that my friend Amanda up in Canada, her family used to run a video store. She's in on all the stuff, and she was telling me about this series of tapes that FHE was releasing, the Rankin Bass stuff. So that's neat. Guys, that was only box number 1. Okay, let's get into box number 2 and make this a 2-parter. Okay. Mickey, I can't tell you how excited I am here. My wife, if she was watching this video, which she never will, but if she were, she would lose her mind. She's like, you don't have any more room. Stop it. Oh, okay. So there's a reason there were 2 boxes I see now. That was the slipcase box. This is the clamshell box, guys. And really, where to begin? Okay. So here we go. We got Walt Disney's Melody Time. Okay, this is part of the Masterpiece Collection series. This is very, very nice. I'm liking how this looks. And it looks like it has quite a few different, like, I want to find out what Bumble Boogie is. It stars a bee, Little Toot, Johnny Appleseed, and Pecos Bill. I've seen those ones, but yeah, so that's very cool. Let's see here. All right, jumping forward in time a little bit. Rugrats, the movie. Oh man, Rugrats. I love the series so much, and anything with Reptar, right? Like I assume this is some type of Reptar mobile that they're writing. I never saw the movie, although I heard there was like a trailer for some cool movie that played before Rugrats, so a lot of people saw it for that reason. Up, Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. Scooby-Doo will never die. Scooby-Doo is eternal. No matter who is playing who, he will be there. Okay, now you gotta have these, right? Walt Disney Pictures love these movies. A boy and his dog. A boy and his cheetah? Okay, so, and I think that's the kid who played the original Shaggy Dog. So that's interesting. This is, it looks modern, but this has to be from the 60s or early 70s. That's how Disney rolls, okay? All right, fun and fancy free, okay? I actually have a copy of this already, but this looks like this might be like a fully restored version. It's saying, I'm wondering how much better this version is going to look. Again, Ichabod and Mr. Toad. I have this, but I mean, I want to watch this all the time. Headless Horseman, Mr. Toad Going to Hell, inspired the ride at Disneyland and elsewhere. I love it. Okay, who? Now this, look what we have here. A Don Knotts film. No deposit, no return. I'm assuming it's a heist film. In the vein of an Apple Dumpling Gang and all these other things, but I've never heard of this one. I love, like, just Disney put out so many movies, right, back in the day, so that's exciting to see. All right, now The Rescuers. There we go. Not the Rescuers Down Under for you 90s kids. No, the Rescuers. So this is the original. This one's kind of freaky. You know, you got that freaky lady stealing kids, got an alligator in the swamp. There's a lot going on here. The Rescuers. Bob Newhart, right? That's pretty neat. Oh, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. What does it say here? Oh, this is a 25th anniversary edition. Okay, sorry, knocking the camera there. So this is, I don't see any special features on this, but Roger Ebert says, delightful, a genuine work of imagination. Ain't that the truth, right? Okay, we're getting into it here. Here we go. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the Island of Misfit Toys, okay? Classic special, again, Rankin Bass, but look what's on the back. There is a CD or a DVD. That's what I'm trying to see here. What does it say on the front? Wait a minute. Featuring the voices of Jamie Lee Curtis, Richard Dreyfuss, Rick Moranis with Tony Bennett singing the original classic theme song. So this is like an updated version of this stuff? Yeah, and a CD music sampler. This is cool. I mean, this is a moment in time right here. A CD and a VHS combined in one package. Oh. And as we close out here, Care Bears. Care Bears, guys. Care Bears stare. Care Bears will warm your heart, okay? And I am always actually up for vintage Care Bear adventures. It's always interesting, you know, they had the movies, they had the TV series, the animation was a little bit different. Care Bear Cousins, right? Still got some Care Bears from back in the day. No fooling. But what's also no fooling is my appreciation. Mickey, you rock. Once again, everybody go to theretronetwork.com. You can actually hear me on the Retro Network podcast feed. I've done several special episodes talking about collecting VHS and talking about the ins and outs, favorite obscure tapes and stuff that we found. So if you're curious to get a little bit more, find that content there. But hey, thanks for watching and happy holidays. I know mine's going to be super exciting. See ya.